Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I will be playing Seablock today. In the previous episode, I believe we finished fixing the base from the mod update. And we are only missing a couple of things. That we are basically missing fixing like recipes for cobalt, gold and titanium. That's pretty much it. Everything else should be in a pretty good state. So today I wanted to focus on kind of finishing up these blocks and maybe these blocks. Basically, I just want to let the base run as it is to make sure that we can like catch any problems with what's happening, and maybe during the time we could update, like we could kind of make this process a little bit more efficient by switching to next tier of glass process, by switching to this one. I think that would be a pretty good plan for today. Let's try to do that. So first of all, we want to have some of these things here. So the question, will this be enough or not quite? Let's see. Well, and another thing I want to do, I want to actually proceed with building and like landfilling these things over there. And another thing that we could actually do, we could start expanding in this direction. Right, I need this chest. Except I think we are placing not 1,000 but 10,000 landfill in these things nowadays, right? Let's do it. 10,000. Looks much better. And I want to move it over here. Yes. This should be good. This part is no longer needed for anything. And actually with that we shouldn't really need this line, but let's keep it just so that the robots have a little bit easier time recharging. Right, we do need to continue expansion of this block in the direction. It's looking good. We just need to deal with like a couple of biters here and there, right? Alright. I also want to add thing over here. Let's see. What do we need to do to make this glass build a little bit better? So I think we already have it planned. Right here we have... This is glass 1. And this is glass 2. So I don't actually need to... I don't actually know what's our target for the glass. I guess it's 54. I guess that's our target. And in order to build this much, we need... How many? We need 72 powder mixers running recipe 2. So let's see. How much do we have? How many do we have here? We have 18. Actually, exactly 72. Okay, that's good. That means that we are looking at the right place. We don't need first recipe. We are not... Wait, why do we have cement here? Are we using it for anything? I'm not sure we are actually using it. I think we are producing cement right here. Yeah, we are just like mixing stuff up. So let's remove it. So we have lime block that produces basically 50. Wait, we're producing 52 lime. We are producing a lot of lime, most likely. Well, lime is not really a problem. This is what we should be focusing on. We need 27 casting machines and 6 induction furnaces and 3 blast furnaces for this one. So it's like 1 to 2 to 9. Wait, I don't like it. Let's... Oh, interesting. Looks like glass 2 is not supported in... What? Oh. Okay, so in order to use this process, we really need to have like a better machine. We can have a better induction furnace in theory. So 4.5. I mean, let's keep it like this. 3, 6. So this is producing lead ingots, and we need like lead ingots, and from lead ingots we are getting molten lead. So this is like a separate thing, right? And we need to take molten lead and feed it together with molten glass. And the proportions here are like 12 to 20. So it could be like 1 to 2 in theory, right? Let's spin this and what's going on? What's going on with this? All right, we probably shouldn't be doing that just yet. Okay, this is almost done. We'll allow this to finish doing whatever it's doing. Let's place this is here, and we need to add a couple of power poles. Do the same thing over there actually. This one. We can completely remove this nest. This nest will be gone. Here we don't really have a nest, so we can proceed with... Oh no, we cannot proceed with building this part yet. We need to do something like this first. Nice. Here we will copy this part of the base and we'll just paste it. Nice. And this will allow us to reach this couple of nests. That is looking pretty good. Okay, we'll remove this part. I don't want to expand this area because we have lots of robots flying here, so I don't want them to like cross this corner. And this will be our like nuclear power area where we'll be producing uranium and doing like some stuff with it. And maybe further down we'll have like other nuclear areas. Let's see what's happening here. Why is this so slow? Like, what's actually going on with the robots? Why are they going there? Are they like bringing something from here? No. I'm not sure what the robots are doing actually. It's okay. It's okay. Let's focus on the glass build. It's below. It's here. Right, so what we have? We have 2 of these things. Per 1 induction furnace. right? And the inputs here are a little bit, like, are looking a little bit strange, because we have okay, we need 12 of those. And we have LED coming here and here. So we can say that we'll have LED line over here. And we have basically kind of this stuff going here. We have a belt of glass being delivered from there, or maybe would actually be good. What if we copy it like this? And we have glass. Being delivered like this. Does it look good, what I'm doing here? I think it looks okay. So we could have... Oh wait, that's the problem, right? Here's the problem. The problem is that we have two things being produced here. We have glass and we have lead oxide being produced. So let's see. Is it possible to just deliver all of this up? Okay, it is. So we can return lead oxide over there. If we made these things actually fast filter inserters. So this would be filter inserter, and two more filter inserters. Except this thing will be sending stuff above over there, and this one will be kind of providing it below in this direction. Right? Let's think. We will have... I shouldn't have done that. We have glass being delivered here. We have... We need kind of one induction furnace for two of this. How could we do it? Like this one. We could actually place it... So initially I thought about like having this path just going kind of across. Like from left to right, but there is actually a problem with the way this connection, well, like this part is not looking good, right? It's not looking really good. We need to make it a tiny bit better, and I'm not quite sure how we could do that. Okay, let's delete this. We need to have this connection here. I don't see any other choice. We can use filter inserter to drop stuff above over there, and we can have filter inserter to drop stuff here, also over there. Now we need to get this the good materials out. We can place one here and we can place another one here, another filter inserter, and this way it should kinda work. I feel it should work, especially if you place power pole, let's say like here, and a light. We have light, and a light could be placed here. And then all of this is gonna work, right? We are taking stuff from here, dropping. Taking from here, dropping. This is this material, lead oxide. Let's select it. What is it? This one, lead oxide. Nice, looking good. This one will take things from here. It will drop it here. We actually need to think about left and right lanes here. So let's say this will be furthest lane and this will be... Actually, no. Let's make it this lane, to save on the angle a little bit. And this one will be furthest lane. So this one is, left hand lane, and this is the right hand lane. Good. Now, we need to set filter here, and the filter here is glass, right? Because we actually are producing glass for this build. There is glass, and we need to do the same thing here. We're interested only in glass, so we have glass, we have oxide. Oxide is going up, right? We remember that. Now, another thing that we need... I'm surprised that we don't have custom machines getting delivered, but I guess they're still being produced, it's fine. Another thing that we kind of need here, we need this stuff. How can we... I mean, we could just, place it like this. I guess maybe put it further down. And we can connect it and just kind of have them going in a cycle. In a way, right? Because this way we'll have like a closed loop and it should work and just produce glass. And the only thing that it needs... Yeah, this wasn't a good choice actually, now that I think about it. Because we are missing input. We need to consume... Like, this thing needs to consume 54 glass mixtures. So it's basically 4, no, it's almost 5 per second for each of these furnaces. So I actually want to use something else for this one. Okay, let's make it, let's produce lead. Where's our lead? Yeah, molten lead, looks good. So what I actually want here, I want to use split like loaders here. How could I do this? We could have like something like this going on with a couple of loaders, and we could have... Okay, we need to consume 2 belts of like underground belts. No, not underground belts, like regular red belts, but we need 2 of them, right, to get like the amount that we're interested in, the amount of this thing, glass mixture that we are interested in consuming here. So we need basically this kind of build, and we need to copy it pretty much 6 times. So we have like 1 line, and we need like a copy of that. Right, we'll have a second line. We have space, so that's good, right? We can basically copy it twice. But the important part here is that we need a lot of glass mixture coming here, right? Let's see. We can take this stuff and place it here. Should we do it like this? Does it make sense? Like what I'm doing? It will make sense. I think it does. I think it does. So this part is induction furnace. it doesn't actually need to do anything except, wait, it's induction furnace. It's taking lead ingots, right? And we need to power these 6 induction furnaces by 3 blast furnaces. Oh, so it's not like this. It's not gonna work like this. We need to have blast furnace. And we can have only 3 of them, but I'm actually thinking about having like 6 of those instead. How should we do it? Maybe we could do it like this. We could do it like this. We could place a quester chest here. That will be just like this. Yeah, I think it's looking good. So this stuff requires ingots. We'll be delivering ingots using the quester chest. Well, to kind of start up this whole process. And but it will be really used only in the beginning, because this thing is lead neutral. And in order to produce lead, we need carbon. So that's a tiny problem, because we don't really have carbon built here. But we do have charcoal, which is pretty good. We can convert this charcoal into carbon. How much carbon do we need? We need like 1 and 1 to 1. It's like very, very small amounts of carbon. We can actually try building it right here, like right now. So we need steam for that, right? So we can have like, maybe I should just copy it from somewhere. We have some examples. I think we had it for aluminium, right? Yeah, okay, I don't like the layout here. This one. Gold. No. Titanium. I mean, honestly, this is a pretty good layout, but it might be a bit too much. We can... I mean, let's just copy it. Let's just copy it and place it, say like right here. Oh, look at this. This is great. This is looking awesome. Look what we came up with. We are basically not wasting any space, like not really, and this thing is gonna produce a lot of carbon, like way more than we actually need. So this will work just fine. Now, this part, we'll take things from here, we'll place it here. We will limit it to, like, we don't want, okay, let's not limit it. It's not supposed to, like, it should basically be fine, but because it's not producing extra lead. It's just working with the lead that it has, and we want to have, like, we want to always have some space for lead. Now, this part requires carbon, so that's why we actually build this carbon build, right? Because we want to make sure that we are producing some carbon. And I would actually prefer if we did it like this. Okay. Now, the output probably needs to be red belt, at least, like, you know, from this part on. It should be red, I think. Let's see what we achieved so far. You can copy it, you can paste it. Cannot paste it here, right? Because there are like some small differences, and this thing is also not. It's not looking good enough. Like, it's not good enough. How can we do it? How can we fix it? Move it like this. this. Yep. Okay, now it's gonna be better. It should work better like this. 1, 2. So this connection is fine. Actually, there is no connection because of underline underground thingy. 1, 2. What's going on here? I copied this and I paste it here. I copy it and I paste it here. Okay. Much better. Now it's looking much better. Let's see. This part. We'll be placing things here. This one will be taking things from here. Okay, this is looking good. This part is looking good. Everything's looking good here, except this build needs some carbon. So let's copy maybe this part and oh, look at this. It's not gonna work. It's unfortunate. A bit unfortunate. But again, not a big deal. We can fix it. It's like third time I'm adjusting it. We'll get it at some point. Like at some point it got to work, right? Let's say we're taking stuff from here and we'll move it over there. Nice. So now it got to work. But we cannot be wrong so many times in a row. Okay, nice. Look at this. Well, just look at this. So this thing, if we copy it, is there enough space? There is not quite enough space below, so we need to move it up by... I mean, we could either move it up, or we can make it a little bit more compact, and then could, I think, make it as compact as this. So we can move it. Select the tiles. Okay, this could be delivered here. Interesting. This is this is kind of interesting. What's happening here? It's really compact. I probably shouldn't have used the space, but it's okay. We'll make it work like this because like we can do it. I feel like we can do it. So this is really as high as we can put it. So let's say it's going here. And now the question is, what do we need to do in order to fit it here? And I think there is barely enough space to make it work the way we want to. Right? We just do something like this. This. We need to do underground belt here. Okay, look at this. This should look fine. This should be working fine. No, the interesting thing is that we need only, like, how much? We need only... Oh, we need 54 actually. So we don't have enough of glass mixture in order to fit both this build and this build. But that's okay, right? We don't really need, like, we don't really have to feed, like, to be able to feed both of them at the same time, that is. It's probably gonna be fine. Right. How do we fix this? We don't have power connection there, but we can connect some power here, and we can provide some power here. But that's not enough for this part, right? We need to place a couple of power poles here, and now. Actually, let's ignore this power pole. Let's do something like this. Here, and here. Okay. Okay. Right. I don't know. It's looking so fun. It looks so fun to me. Is there like not enough space? Oh no, there is enough space. It's just that we had a little bit of water here. It's like very, very compact, you know. Let's see. We could. Let's for now just insert a splitter here, because I want to check whether this part actually works correctly. I want to make sure that this build is working correctly. And here we need to request. What do we need to request? We need to request a tiny bit of lead ingots. Just a tiny bit. So let's say we are looking to get maybe 10 lead ingots. Should we request from buffer chests? I'm not even sure. How are we providing it into the system? Here's our lead. We have buffer chest here, yes. So we are kind of fine with requesting from buffer chests. 1, 2, 3. Just need a little bit. Okay. This is looking really nice, by the way. I like how it's looking so far. What did we do? We don't really have 20 of this. We have like, how many do we have on each side? We have 12. Okay, so this is basically handled. We have 2 of this handled. This we overbuilt a little bit. We need 12, and we will have 12, right? We'll have 12 of this. And this part is done on this side. It's fine, we need 9 of this assembly machines, and we actually have 3 plus 3, we have 12 of those. Good, so basically the whole build should be working correctly. It's just a matter of copying it. Let me check something. So this process, the first process where we're producing glass, what exactly the problem? Oh, it's 4 to 3, so it's actually not 100% efficiency. This is 40 to 4. So this is like a proper process, and this is like super, well, it's 25% inefficient. Okay, got it. Got it. So what we have above is supposed to be significantly better. We have carbon, we have carbon. Here. We actually have lead ingot. Okay, it needs 12. Maybe it would have been better if I requested 12. Doesn't really matter much. It's like fine either way. So it will go here. It will, like, we are keeping the cycles completely isolated, right? And I don't want to connect them because I don't want to accidentally have like more lead return. Is it a real concern? I don't want to mix them because the consumption here, and like we have a requester chest here that is kind of limited to this cycle, and if we connected them, we could have like some strange things happening, like one chest could be accumulating a lot of lead ingots, but with the way it's done right now, I don't think it's like a real possibility. Okay, so we have glass coming here. We have lead oxide. Oh wait. Wait. That's the problem. This thing is broken. What am I doing? Right, what we want. We want to copy this part and place it here. Because we want to take bad stuff from here, and we want to copy this part and place it here, because we want to like extract good stuff from that part, right? Let's remove this. Let's see what we can actually do here. Right, and the issue is that we need to do something with this. How should we do that? How can we bring this part back up there? What if we moved it here? Then we lost power connection, but then we could have this thing happening. And now what we could do? No, we cannot. I was thinking of like cycling this somehow and like returning it up there, but I think it's a bad idea. I think we need to, you know what, let me move it back. I like the previous way it was set up. So now the question is, how do we deal with this part? Because we cannot place it there. Can we move this thing a little bit higher? I mean, we definitely could, right? Because in the worst case, we could just replace this. You know what? Let's do it now. I don't want this stuff here. I want to use a little bit better pipes. Let's say we'll be using brass pipes, because we know that they're really long. So we shouldn't have any problems here. They are long, right? 19, wait. 23, 19, 15. Yeah, they're pretty... Oh, bronze. Brass. We have them. These are pretty long, so it should be enough. And now we have a way... Oh, look at this. This is so beautiful. So what we'll do, we will turn this thing here and we'll kind of merge it like this. Okay, this and here, something. Now, what's happening? We have the output being returned here. We have the input. Let me take this thing and bring it here. Right. Right, look at this. This. And I feel it should just work. I feel it should just work like what we built here. We cannot paste it here because this is yellow for whatever reason. But we will be able to paste it now. Okay, nice. And here, it's kind of almost the same thing, really. Just do it like this. So the only problem is that this, like, there is actually no input coming here, so we can make it look like this. Nice. Have this thing. and we have enough space to merge into a splitter. Good. So now this part is supposed to be working quite well, I think. This is looking a little bit complicated, but like, you know, it's gonna work. This is supposed to work just fine. Could even make it, I mean, it doesn't matter actually on which side of the belt we are placing things here. Could place it on the other side, on like right side from this line. You know, let's do it because I like, we have like nice looking builds. So this like oxide, lead oxide will be coming on the left hand side, and from this lane it will be coming from the right hand side. Alright, let's do this. So we have it here, and we have it here. Nice. Really, really nice stuff. Now that we have this part of the build running, we don't actually need this one. Like, at all. So we could just delete this part, clear some room. Okay. I'll wait a bit for all the stuff to be consumed. And we'll copy this build and place it a little bit below. That's how it's gonna work. This is looking pretty good. Wow. Okay. It looks to me like we are almost done with this. Oh right, I completely forgot. We're actually doing something useful here, right? We're expanding, we're like building this stuff. So the fact that I kind of forgot to work on that, like that's the thing. I really find it a bit difficult to come up with new designs and at the same time expand. And I don't understand why. Maybe it's like context switching or something, but normally like expanding shouldn't really take that much, you know, brain computational power. For some reason it's giving me some difficulties. Okay, so this thing I believe is looking good. We can proceed with expansion. This part I don't want to expand just yet. I want to first clear this island from the biters. Okay, good. Let's get back to this part. This can be completely deleted. Removed. Now, this part of the build. Let's copy it. And let's just try to kind of place it here. We have space for this, right? There's enough space for that. And we could bring it up to the left. Bring this one. Yeah, this one. Nice. Okay, so it doesn't look good what we did here. That's bad. I want this part to look good, actually. So we'll do something like this. And here we will actually have a splitter that will prioritize sending stuff forward, because I do not want to run out of this stuff. And we will always have the above lane producing the glass. So it shouldn't really be a problem that this half of the build is not working occasionally. That's the idea. Now, another thing that's missing here, we are actually missing this like cool stuff here. And how do we want to build it? Oh, okay, not like this. We want this stuff to be here, and we want a belt of carbon, I guess, being delivered here. Except we want like a couple of undergrounds, and kind of want the undergrounds to be placed here, I think. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. 1, 2, 3, and we'll turn this in circles. Nice. Now, I said that I will give output priority to the left here. This part, I don't quite understand why it's not, like we are not consuming everything. Right, let's just not do it for now. It's probably a bad idea. Wait. What's happening here? This thing is also kind of incorrect. Why did I do this? Okay, this is also completely broke. Okay. This is not looking correct, but that's okay. We'll just delete this whole thing. And we'll copy it from the spot. Because now... Okay, it's not quite ready yet, but it's almost there. Okay, copied it. And we are gonna place it... Oh, like this, right? Yep. Nice. Nice. Going to turn this inserters a little bit. So we turn the inserters. And I believe that's it. We have a good, a really good build of glass 2. Well, except for the carbon, but we can kind of get it from here, I think. Yep. Nice. Let's take a look at this for a moment. We are missing a couple of... Okay, if you place it here, it will not quite reach. I think if you place it here, it also will not quite reach. All chests, but it's okay, we'll just place it like on both sides. It'll be fine. Let's observe this and see whether it's working correctly or not. So this machine is outputting stuff here. We'll go here and it will be delivered over there. Where is my full belt? Where is like my full belt of of glass? What happened to it? It used to work, but it's not working anymore. Oh wait, we don't have electricity? What? Why are we limited by 400? This thing is supposed to produce... What is going on? There's supposed to be at 600. Why do we have only 400? Is it like another thing that happened with mod updates? Are we gonna be out of power now? $5.4 megawatts. And this thing 2.7. 5.4. I don't get it. So we have this many turbines. We have 36 turbines, and we have 3 blocks of that. 36 turbines were supposed to give us like a lot of energy. Actually, not even able to fully fit them. How? What's the problem here? We have a lot of nutrient pulp. We produced a lot of fuel oil. And this fuel oil is not being delivered there because we are like full on fuel oil. But at the same time, we have a shortage. Wait, do we have like different recipes? We have steam. Why do we have steam? How did we end up with some steam over here? I want to check this in other places. So here, we don't have any steam. It's working fine. And this pot also doesn't have any steam. Okay, that's good, but it doesn't explain why we have only 400 megawatts. We are supposed to have 600 megawatts. Maybe we need this one. I think we need this one. I think, okay, we lost the tag for power. Because I'm pretty sure it used to be 7.2 megawatts. I mean, that's the only explanation for us like seeing 400 here instead of 600. Because we even updated to Big Electric Pulse 2 to be able to support 600. But we don't have it anymore. We are like 200 megawatts short all of a sudden, out of nowhere. Oh, okay, that's we figured it out, I think. Let's do some calculations. So if you wait. If you look at turbine, right? Now we have this turbine with 5.4, and we have 800. Sorry, we have 108. If we calculate it with this turbine, 7.2. Let me open the calculator. 7.2 times 108. It's actually more like 700 something megawatt, which is really surprising because I don't think we are supposed to have such high amount of energy. Like we definitely cannot transport it for sure. Okay, what we were doing, I kind of a little bit sidetracked, I think. We were looking at this part and we didn't like that we don't really have power here. Okay, at least what I can tell that this thing seems to be working. We are sharing molten lead though, and I didn't want to share molten lead. We just discussed it like a moment ago. We don't want to share molten lead, so let's separate these networks. We have separate cycles, like completely separate things for each of this. So let's delete this one, this one, right? So from now on, we actually have separate cycles for these things, and I'm surprised that we don't get any. Oh, right, because wow, makes sense. I was like, why the bottom half of the build is not producing anything? Like, what's going on? Simple. We are not giving it glass mixture thingy. Right. We are producing glass. That's good. We don't really have power for that. That's bad. The glass. Do we have it here? Yes. We are kind of short on glass. We are short on silver, and we are short on aluminium. Let's double check these things, because I believe what happened is that we actually lost some like recipes, and we need to fix them now. Let's make sure all recipes are set. Here they are set. Here we need cobalt. What is cobalt? No. Molten cobalt steel. Is this the one? Cobalt steel. Right. Okay. So let's copy this thing and then paste it properly. Should be able to paste it like this. Paste, paste. This one. Paste, paste. Paste. Okay. Cobalt steel is fixed. We are producing cobalt steel. We kind of started to... okay, we didn't really start to run out of it. We lost only like 1,000 of it. So this part is looking good. Next thing that we need to check is... not this one. We need to check aluminium. No. Yes. And silicon. So let's double check silicon first. I don't like the fact that... Right, it's because we actually shot on power. Like, total power. This part. Honestly, looking fine. I don't see empty belts, and that's like the way you check things when you're using belts. This part, we are missing this recipe, but I don't think we ever researched it. This stuff is looking fine. It's here. Alright, we are just requesting some aluminium, I guess. Are we? No, we aren't requesting aluminium. We are requesting this stuff. Sodium hydroxide. And why? We don't have sodium hydroxide. That's a good question. I actually don't know an answer to that. I don't know why we don't have sodium hydroxide. We are requesting it, right? Yes, we are requesting it. Interesting. So that's a tiny problem, I think. Now, titanium. This part needs to be fixed. This one needs to produce, I guess, this thing. And here we want to produce titanium ingots. And in theory, this should work. At least I would expect it to work. Now, the part that's a little bit missing is the fact that we need to set recipes here. It's not all recipes actually set here right now. Okay, good. So we got titanium, we got the recipes, the gold. What is wrong with gold? Basically, same thing is wrong with gold. We need to... well... we need to have better custom machines for that, let's say. Yeah. Let's get better custom machines. Okay, we got that in this part. We should probably copy it or something. And it should also work and give us some gold ingots. Okay, good stuff. This is working. This, we are waiting for upgrades, right? We are waiting for 33 custom machines. And I think, so we fixed cobalt, gold, and titanium. I believe we did. Let's double check. Did we achieve our goal today? I don't think we actually did. Right, this is gone. This one. We need to proceed with building, with like expanding in that area, but it's taken a little bit of time. We'll get there at some point. We'll get there. It's just that, you know, it's a little bit slower than we initially expected it to be. Okay. Let's see. Did this get... Okay, this wasn't updated yet. We can kind of start, like we can resume production of some of the gold. No. We need to edit it and we say that we need to fix gold recipes, because titanium is fixed, but the gold is not fixed yet, and it might take us some time, so I left a note, right? Should be good. One thing that I got confused by, this thing, why was it missing? It's called sodium hydroxide, and if we look at our inventory, how much sodium hydroxide do we have? Oh, where is it? Sodium. Okay, we don't have any. I don't believe that. We had a whole, we had a huge block dedicated to production of the sodium hydroxide. What's happening here? We're out of power. Okay. That makes sense, actually. This actually makes sense, that being out of power might be bad for us. Check. Sodium hydroxide. Oh, me. Yeah. Right, let's do this. Do we have... So, the glass was done. Prod modules, they are kinda... they're slow. Like, this thing is really, really slow, unfortunately. And it's also out of power on top of it. On top of everything, it's out of power. Yeah, we are not having a great time with this biotech, or whatever it's called. Basically, the stuff that needs like this alien samples thingies. What is it? This one. Optimized biome planner. The one that needs alien plant life sample. We are not having a great time with it. I should have started it like 50 hours ago or something. We do have fish, we have everything. We don't have power. I don't want to build more power. But I guess I could temporarily build another block of it. We could even have it here. Yeah, you know what? How about we temporarily... Right, because we will not get more power until we reach what? Until we reach purple signs. So let's temporarily reuse this block for like global power instead of local power. So it's supposed to be, it was supposed to be local power that just powers like this part, and I really wanted to make it nuclear one. But it's okay. We can just place this thing, this build right here. It will work. It will improve our immediate kind of power. Like it will fix, basically address our immediate power issues, and then later on, at some point, we'll be able to have like a better solution to this. And by better, I mean nuclear. Right, what else? What else could I mean? Let's see. We are slowly progressing here, like making some progress, but it could have been faster actually. We could have been doing these things a little bit faster. It's okay. It's okay that we're a bit slow. We can remove this things. We can remove this one. All right. Wait. Let's not do this yet. We can actually copy it. Like place it right here. Will this work? I hope it's gonna work. I hope it works, because if we get rid of this one, then we can basically build this block, even though we're actually interested in that block. And maybe this block. Are we like not showing tags? What happened? Oh no, yeah. Just I lost ability to read the map. Like so many things happening here, like so many bots flying around, I guess delivering landfill or something. And we have excess of robots, so it's good. It just, like, I really want the robots to become like significantly faster. Let's take a look at the dashboard. We are getting short on Cretinium again. However, we have a lot of copper. That's good. And we don't have enough iron. That's bad. I think we don't have enough iron because maybe we used cobalt for some of the recipes. I'm actually not sure. Wait, we don't have any copper? What is going on? Alright, because we're out of power. When we're out of power, yeah, things will be really, really bad. We'll fix the power next. Let's actually edit. Bring power back to 600. Like, this is top priority now, because now the game will be just slow, like slower and slower and slower. The base will be slow. We will not be getting the research that we like really need. Okay, what did we actually do today? Let's try to remember. We fixed, well, not fixed. We built glass 2 process, right? And that's pretty much the only thing we did today. But now we are much more efficient, or at least supposed to be much more efficient. This thing is supposed to be 2 like almost full belts, but we don't have enough power for that. So it explains this. And here we'll have an extra power being produced. But that will happen in the next episode. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 138. And I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers!